Hi, Linda Bowen here from stampingwithlynda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is my creative fold videos, and normally I showcase cards with creative folds, but the next several weeks I'm going to do creative folds on making 3D projects because the holidays are fast approaching and we need quick, fast little Christmas gifts to give to our friends, neighbors, postmasters, teachers. The list goes on and on. So let's get started. What I'm going to be using is the DSP paper stack, Trim the Tree. This comes in the holiday catalog. They measure 4.5 by 6.5. You get 48 sheets, 4 of 12 on different double-sided sheets. And what I'm going to do is to take my paper trimmer, take the long way in and go at the inch. I'm going to score at 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 4, 4.5, 5, and then I'm going to flip it over and do it at the 1/2 inch across the bottom. This wonderful paper stack bag was shared with me once again from my dear friend Ruth Snyder from Portland, Maine. So another shout out to Ruth. Even though we didn't get to stamp much when I was up there visiting, she shared a lot with me, and hopefully I shared some with her. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cut out the end sections. So where we scored at the 1 inch, 1.5 and 2, and the 5, 4.5 and 4. This is going to form our bag. All the dimensions will be on my blog, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to be using the sticky tape. I'm going to run it along that side, the bottom little flap, and I'm also going to run it along the long side here. I found sticky strip worked the best for holding the little pouch. I'm going to remove that sticky strip. Then you're just going to accordion fold mountain, valley mountain, and the same way over here. And then just going to remove that tape. I found that the little Hershey snack bars fit really nice in these little pouches, so I'm just going to stick that down in there. Going to bring in my handheld punch and punch 2 holes, and then I'm going to take my crumb cake. Let's see if I have my ribbon scissors. Yes, if you have not used Stampin' Up's craft scissors, they work wonderful for ribbon. I actually put a piece of ribbon on the handle, just using the point of my little snips to pull that through, but I put ribbon on my handle so that I remember that that's what I'm supposed to be using these scissors for, nothing else but ribbons, so that it makes for it very easy to cut. And I'm going to just tie, you can tie a bow. This is my seam binding crumb cake. I'm just going to tie a square knot, like so, to hold that shut. Going to bring in my stamp. This is the Tag for You stamp, and it matches the label bracket punch. Whoops, not a good stamped image there. Let's try that again. Love that our punches lets me use scrap pieces of paper. So I'm going to go in with that label bracket, punch my greeting. Then I'm going to bring in some silver glimmer paper, punch that, going to cut off 2 of the little tabs and cut that label in half. Going to, well, attach that like so. Now because of the glimmer paper, it's a little bit harder for it to stick because of all the glitz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and just use that snail to hold it in place while I put a dimension on it, and then put that on the front. Now these are great little inexpensive gifts, again, to give to classmates, co-workers, whatever. Let's cut the ribbon off there. So fun little pack. Something else I did the same thing using Designer Series pack and just put 2 candy canes in. These were embellishments. I believe they're still in the clearance rack if you're interested in getting those. But there you have it, a quick creative fold using our Designer Series paper stacks. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon.